I think you're taught from an early age that, like, you know, you're supposed to look good. I'm not overweight and I'm not addicted to food and I'm pretty fit, so I have no real reason to feel other than healthy and attractive.
Compare a woman's magazine to a men's magazine. Men's magazines have all sorts of interesting articles about doing things and people and yada yada. Women, 3 subjects: relationships, diets, food.
You sometimes read magazines and they'll say this supermodel, you know, eats hamburgers and chocolate bars and this and that, you know, and you think, how can they do this? And that's not fair. When I read a magazine from cover to cover, I feel really bad about myself. Like, I really do, because I'll never look like those women in those magazines. I don't have magazines in my house anymore. I realize that that's just not good for me.
The 90s, I think, was probably the worst year for, or the worst decade this century for it, especially. Followed closely by the 40s in terms of what Hollywood stars are supposed to look like. This is what you're supposed to compare yourself to.
I can't look at a photo of these, like, thin women without just feeling like angry. Like, it's not even envy anymore. I don't think I have a lot of sex appeal, and those magazines are about sex appeal.
Maybe this is a couple, but I talk to any of my friends and we're all the same. Like, we all like looking at attractive women. I don't know. I don't think it's that bad of a thing.
Robin was showing me a picture of Gillian Anderson in a magazine. And I just immediately, I'm just like, I don't even want to look at it. Like, I don't even want to look at it. I don't want to see it. I would just like a little bit of appreciation for what I look like without having to go to huge, false extent, teeter around on little shoes and stick my boobs out and put the lipstick on and go, ooh, boy, to get it.
And women learn very, very quickly who gets the attention, and it's certainly not the big, hefty girls like me.
I look at myself in the mirror and I think I'm fat a lot of the time. I do. We're all picking out our little teeny body parts that are inadequate in this. I don't know, it's wrong.
When you jump up in the mirror and stuff jiggling, that's when you know you got some fat on you.
One of the ways that I determine my ideal weight is if I run and my fat jiggles, I'm overweight.
10 pounds, 50 pounds doesn't really matter. If you're jiggling, you're jiggling.
I mean, I'm not at the point where I'm totally accepting of my body, that I love my cellulite. I still strive for more. And I want to get back to the gym and get into shape and get rid of my cellulite. I hate it. I think it's ugly. Why? Because, you know, well, you never see it anywhere for one thing, but it's not aesthetically pleasing.
Well, cellulite is a lack of circulation to the legs, so they say. So that just means you're inactive, and that's just that whole lifestyle, whatever, doesn't appeal to me, so.
No, I do think it's ugly. I have it. You know, we all do. Yeah, I hate it.
I know from a health point of view I've gained a lot of weight and I should trim it off. You know, I'm at the age in life, I'm 50 years old, I'll be 51 next month. It's not good to be packing 50 pounds extra at that age.
It's very simple. Eat less and do more, and you won't be fat.
And I'm thin, but it doesn't make me attractive. And I want to be attractive. I would love to be devastatingly attractive to men. I don't know any of my girlfriends that are comfortable and happy and just fine with the way they look.
One of my friends, she says she's fat, but then she goes on, like, she doesn't eat for like 8 hours, whatever, and then she goes home and has popcorn for dinner. She's out, whatever, snowboarding, running every day. She's like misfit, but inside and up here, she's not. Like,
I was actually following my mom's thing of being fat and unhealthy, and I just started competing with my sisters. What happened? I could see that she was like the prettier older sister, and I was damned if I was going to be the fat ugly little sister. About a year ago, April, I felt really great, and I was going to the gym, and I felt really great about the way I looked, and I felt energetic.
Drag anybody to a gym and get them to do this and that, but if they can't go by themselves on a regular basis, it's quite pointless.
I wish I was a bit more strict with what I ate, because I do sort of allow myself to digress every now and then.
and I wish I was a bit more strict with that. I wish I was a bit more strict with my exercise.
I get very little of it, and I'm quite self-conscious about how my body has evolved in the last 5 years.
I think it's more of a mental thing than anything. It's just like, if I don't do anything for a week or whatever, I feel fat, not really fat, just like lazy and just feel down.
I'd have to work off getting off the weight, and then I'd have to find some sort of a steady program where I do not become a slave to my body.
I don't mind my body now because it's fit and it's healthy and it's in good shape, and I don't mind it.
You got a backbone, you stand up and say, fuck you. I'm a size 14. I'm not going to spend my whole life being on a diet to be a size 6 because, women-hating fashion industry tells me that.
You know, I'd feel really great one day, and then I'd step on the scale and be like, bummer.
When I was 10 pounds heavier, I said, if I lose 10 pounds, I'll be happy, I'll be happy. And I lost 10 pounds, and I'm not happy.
If I lost 50 pounds, I would be slimmer, Nothing would change, man. I'd be slimmer.
My mom dieted. All the fads are like the 60s, 70s, 80s fad diets. My mom did a lot of them.
In high school, the first diet girlfriends of mine used to go on, I think, was the cabbage diet.
I really haven't been on a particular diet at all, not one that I've actually been conscious of.
I was a fat infant. My mom was telling me I used to eat 6 cans of baby food a day.
A woman told me that I had to lose, I think, 10 pounds, and at that point I was skinny. I was skinny.
I never even considered looking at myself as being fit, non-fit, thin, too thin, or fat, whatever.
I don't diet, I just eat, I eat healthily. I have dieted so much.
I've done a 10-day cleanse a few times. I've done that now, and 7 days is no food at all.
I'd like to lose weight.
It's a diet.
To be honest, I mean, one reason why I do this is to lose weight, and it's sort of a quick fix.
I eat the wrong things. I have a sweet tooth. I just eat all the wrong things.
I eat when I get so full that I feel the only thing I can possibly do is just lay down on the couch and have a little nap or something.
Low-cal, decaf, non-dairy. What the fuck's the point?
A lot of people in our world are overweight. And if you're a retail women's clothes salesperson, you're going to see them all. So when I come through the door, they're like, wow, you look great. And that's true in some cases, but I still don't feel feminine most of the time, and I don't feel attractive most of the time. It has so very little to do with what you look like, and so much to do with where you feel inadequate.
I'm not attracted by society's standards at all, but it doesn't matter to me. I'm attracted to myself. I got big, huge legs, got nice big muscles underneath all this fat. I could kick a door off its hinges, that's good enough for me.
I think it's easier for men than it is for women to accept themselves. I think it's easier for men to sort of realize that it doesn't matter.
First memory of feeling unattractive is obviously when the first girl shoots you down or whatever. But I don't need someone to tell me that I'm attractive or unattractive.
I have gained probably 55 pounds, and I have ceased to exist in the eyes of men. A lot of it probably has to do with my age, of course, too. But even men my own age won't look at me.
I've gone out with some, I guess with my own definition, heavier women. But I tend to try to look for someone who's like myself, active.
So I have gone from being a little, club girl with quite a bit of attention to being a non-existent middle-aged woman.
I started seeing changes in my face and other parts of my body, and I thought, my God, I have to do something. Like, I have to stop this. This is bad.
I used to have really, really big boobs, and I had a bust reduction because I just got sick of the attention it attracted. And that's why I guess I find it astounding that women are having implants. It's like, who would want big tits?
I was driving in my car the other day, and I caught sight of my eyes in the rearview mirror, and I'm developing this sort of crease here, right down here, where you can see it when I'm really tired. And I was at a stop sign, and I kind of went like this, I kind of pulled the crease away, and I thought, wow.
I don't want every time I take my shirt off with the latest guy in my life, oh, you've got beautiful breasts. It's like, yeah, but I got a good brain too, pal. Like, why don't we just try looking a little bit further up the line?
I had a breast reduction when I was 18, and
up until about a year ago, I thought it was like the best thing I could possibly have done. And then a year ago, I started, you know, I'm 30, my body's been changing a bit, and I started wondering if I'd made the right decision.
Everything outside my door is telling me that no, you're just getting uglier. No, you know, you're not. It's not more valuable. You're just getting older and uglier, and you don't have to be that way because you can get a facelift.
I have a healthy body, and I'm able to do a lot of things, and I'm pretty active, and I'm happy with that.
I'm very good at disguising my body, and I don't feel comfortable wearing sort of revealing clothes.
No, I'm pretty much happy with who I am right now.
I mean, I think I still have a ways to go.
I would love to be devastatingly attractive to men. I resent not having it, and I know what I have to do to get it, I think. But I want to just get it by looking the way I look.
As much as I'm not comfortable with how I look, I basically have accepted that I've grown into this.
I think that sort of reflects through you when you're really that happy with what you're doing and who you are.
I like being a big woman. I do like being big. You know, see, it feels powerful. Being big feels powerful. You take up a lot of space.
I love the way that I've been able to grow, because I know the work that I put into that, and I'm proud of myself for it.
Hands down, man. Fucking A. I gotta love me. No, you know, I mean, you have to love yourself. You have to believe in yourself. You have to love yourself. You have, you know, this is the hand I was dealt. I'm not going to spend my whole life trying to be something I'm not.